Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. My name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and today we are going to be doing a recipe that was given to me from my aunt. Aunt Frankie, I'm giving you a shout out. This is a recipe called crab pie, and I'm doing it the way that she gave it to me, so let's go ahead and get into the ingredients, and then we'll get into what you have to do next. It's a pretty easy recipe. It's pretty much all just dump and go. So let's get into it. And also, if I do sound a little bit different, it's because I'm not wearing my mic that's usually on my shoulder because the batteries were dead. Didn't realize it until just now, right before I started setting up. That's my bad. So I'm using a boom mic that's connected to the camera. Hopefully it's picking up just as well. So the ingredients: 2 9-inch deep dish pie crust. You can get them in your frozen food section at your grocery store. Then we have 1 pound of crab meat, lump preferably, 8 ounces of Swiss cheese. I'm using Gruyere, 8 ounces of cheddar cheese, and I did shred my own cheese, 1 small green pepper, 1 small onion, both green pepper and onion diced. I use half white onion and half red onion. 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of milk, and 4 eggs. You can count them: 1, 2, 3, 4 yolks. Yes, 4 whole eggs. So let's go ahead and get the mixing bowl over here so I can start mixing this up, and I will come back to you when that starts. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention earlier is you need to make sure that you drain your crab meat because there is liquid in there. Not necessarily a lot of liquid, but there is some liquid in there, and that will thin out the mixture that you're going to be making, and that will make it have to cook longer. So let's go ahead and start getting stuff poured in. I am going to start with my wet ingredients first, and then we will mix in our dry ingredients, and then our vegetables and crab meat and cheese. Not necessarily in that order, but let's see where we go. First, I'm putting in milk. Then I'm going to put in the mayonnaise. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in the eggs. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in the flour. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in the onions and peppers. And with those in, it is time to go ahead and grab the spatula. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese in. Okay, just so you know, when you start adding the cheese, it does start getting pretty thick in there. So don't fret if it starts getting thick. So the cheese and everything else is in there. So, like I said, don't forget to drain your crab meat. I already did that. So I am going to go ahead and put a glove on so I can break up the crab meat. And then we are going to go ahead and fold in the crab meat. We want to keep those we want to keep those lumps as lumpy as possible. Crab meat is expensive, especially depending on where you live in the country. So, if you're buying lump crab meat, you want to be able to have lumps. And that is what the mixture looks like now. So, we are going to go ahead and get that in these 9-inch deep dish pie crust, and then we will show you what they look like right before they go in the oven. Okay, we got them in the pie crust now. We are going to go ahead and just put a little bit of paprika on the top, just for a little bit of color. And then we are going to go ahead and get them in the oven for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes at 350 degrees. So let's go ahead and get that smoke. Well, I'll bring it in for you. There they are. And then I'll go ahead and put a little bit of smoked paprika on there. And that is them. So we are going to go ahead and get them put into a 350 degree oven for about an hour. I will see y'all in about an hour. Okay, so they are done. The crab pies are done in the oven. So let's go ahead and bring them out. I will bring them close to the camera so you can see what they look like. Then I will sit them right here on the counter to cool. Nice and golden brown, which is exactly what they are supposed to look like. So let's go ahead and sit them on the counter. And they are going to need to cool for a little while, because at this point they are hot, molten lava. So we are going to let them cool for a little bit, and then we will get back in here for the taste test. Okay, here we go with the final taste test. I showed y'all how it was earlier with the color and how golden brown it came out. So right now, let me turn this light on. Alright, so now I got my buddy down the street, Joe. He's going to try it for the first time. Have you ever even heard of a crab pie?
Never knew you could make pie out of a crab.
Okay, so he's going to taste it for the first time and let you know his honest opinion.
Well, that's good. It has like a quiche.
Yeah.
With crab in it. That's good. You can make that for breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what it's for as breakfast meat? Like,
you can make it for anything. Like, it takes a pound of crab meat. A pound of crab meat makes 2 pies.
Really?
So, you can have it for breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner.
It's really good.
So, there you go. Someone who's never heard of crab pie thinks it's pretty good. So, until next time, I'm Kenny, a.k.a. Black Atlas, and make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.